You are entering a location next to a designated zone across the street from an area called time, space, and alternate reality. You may find yourself asking questions like, where did he acquire such a cool power-up? How do I get to that secret bonus level? And when will they release a new nifty hat for me? There are many of these questions, and we will do our best to answer as many of them as we can, as Aperture Gaming is proud to present the DLC Zone. Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it. We test it. You download it and play it. And welcome to the DLC Zone. Now, it was announced in March on this channel, around then, that everyone here, both for this show and for all the other shows, we want to be back up and running to full capacity till the start of May. And that's when we started doing the catch-up videos. Well, this video, it's being aired around the start of June, so we apologize for how late it is, but real-world stuff, blah blah blah. Anyway, you're not here for that. You're here because you want to see my final catch-up review of the final DLC for the Assassin's Creed Syndicate, The Last Maharaja. Now, I'm pretty sure everyone and their grandma has downloaded and played this by now, but for those of you that haven't, or who come to me for my reviews, I thank you for your loyalty, and don't worry. I will give the best review that I can, and I'll make sure to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. Now, The Last Maharaja, it takes place like you have to be, I think on sequence 3 or 4. It doesn't just start instantly right off the bat. Otherwise, you'd be like a level 0 going up against like level 20-something, to put it into some form of perspective. Yeah, so once again, you are playing as Jacob and Evie Fry. You're working with Mr. Green, but you have to help, well, the last Maharaja. I apologize profusely in advance. I am pretty sure I'm going to get the name wrong, but Dulap Singh? I want to make sure I pronounce it right. It's one of those, I'm sorry if I pronounce it wrong, but I just want to make sure I don't intentionally mispronounce it. He is the last Maharaja from India, and of course, let's see, Assassin's Creed, of course there'll be assassins and Templars and shady goings-ons happening. Like I said, it takes place after sequence 3, so it's pretty good, and it's not just like 1 or 2 missions. You get, it's either 10 or 11 missions. It's pretty awesome. And it's not just in one isolated little location. You actually go all across the city of London, England. It's pretty awesome. I like that because it gives you so much, this DLC gives you so much. So many levels and so many locations. And the best part is the mission isn't always stab character A, stab character B, blah blah blah. No, they actually mix it up a little bit. They have like some detective stuff. They have combat on carriages and on the train. They have some stealthy stuff, and of course the usual stab character A, stab character B. Yeah, they do have, I mean, come on, it's Assassin's Creed. Yeah, so they do have that. I like that. Multiple levels and multiple variety. Now here's the thing. I was playing some of the levels, and like I was either one of the Fry twins, and then it automatically forced me to become the other one. I think that happened like for maybe 3 of the levels. But for the other times, either the levels were open to either of the Fry twins, or I was incredibly lucky and picked the correct Fry twin to play for that level. But yeah, so some of the levels I think might be open choice, but others you have to pick one of the specific Frys. And some of the other levels, you play as both Frys. You do 2 parts for the mission. Help character A at some point, and then help character A while being character B. So it's pretty good. I like how they came up with this, and it's a really good story. Now, for me to review this, I binged through pretty much the entire missions back to back to back to back to back. I think I'd like to a break here to do some collectible stuff or do like a side mission, because, well, here's what the way this is set up. You start off like on level 3 from sequence 3, and as you progress through each mission, it gets relatively harder and harder. It says recommended level blah blah blah. So you can either be really far along in the game and just do all these in one shot, or you can do like a, oh man, I'm so sick of playing the main mission, I think I'll do a side mission. Oh, I'll do The Last Maharaja. So it does offer that variety of how much you want to play, or or how good your experience is, how high your equipment and level is. I like that. It's a pretty good factor. Let's see. There weren't too many technical glitches I could discover. Not that I could see too much. There was like one issue. There was a character that was supposed to have disappeared, but it was there for a fight. Alright, now here's something else. There is one level in the Maharaja pack. It takes place at a specific location. Now, I'm pretty sure you all know what I'm talking about because I say it involves the ending mission for Sequence 6. I'm not going to go into detail in case there's some people that haven't played this yet, but so if you haven't played Sequence 6 yet, this could be seen as kind of like a good thing to help introduce you to how the level layout will work, or it could be seen as after you play Sequence 6 and then you're like, oh, I've been here before, so I know exactly where to go and what to do. So it's a catch-22 on, is this good, is this bad? So it takes like place pretty far into the last Maharaja mission pack. So yeah, so hopefully by the time you get to Sequence 6, you're doing pretty good on both the main story and this side story. Yeah, and of course, now unfortunately, there's the game makes the sin of the whole. Okay, you have while everything is happening all around you, you're being shot at from 20 different directions, and 50 million people with knives and brass knuckles are coming at you. You have to do specifically this set of moves within A, B, C within a time frame. So there are some, of course, there's the 100% mission sync memory thing, but hey, stuff happens like that every once in a while. So it does have that problem go for it too. So it is on par with Assassin's Creed. Now, of course, you can go back and replay these levels and figure out what the requirements were that you missed and get those for 100% completion. But I always find it annoying how you're in the middle of a mission and you either don't see it or they don't display it. You know how that happens. So I thought this was a pretty good mission. This was pretty good. So the missions start off, I guess, easy or appropriate for the level, and they get progressively harder. So then, of course, you have to be careful about size of the mob, restricted locations, and you have to make sure all your equipment is up to snuff. Otherwise, things can get very frustrating. You have to replay over and over again. So, and like I said, you can either play it all in one through if you're really high enough level, or you can space it out between main mission, side mission, main mission, side mission. It's pretty good. So we here at Aperture Labs, we give the last Maharaja DLC for Assassin's Creed Syndicate, we give it a solid 9 out of 10. If you haven't played it yet, I'd say it's very good. But just like I said, make sure you're leveled up a little bit and you have to be past Sequence 3 to start accessing to play it. Yeah, it's a very interesting story, very well done, a lot of plot twists and turns, and it's very interesting to see how the Assassin Order interacts with, well, the last Maharaja. Well, thank you very much for sticking with this channel and with Aperture Gaming. We are glad we were finally able to catch everyone up on all of the DLC for Assassin's Creed Syndicate. And we were also glad that since the next Assassin's Creed would be delayed till the year 2017, this gave us a little wiggle room to finally get this finished up. So, we thank you very much for sticking with us. We will continue to try to bring you up to date on video games and DLC as much as we can. And on that note, Mirror's Edge 2 has been released. Well, I guess not 2, but the sequel, prequel, whatever it is. Reboot. I don't know, we haven't played it yet. It's not available for Redbox, and while I did enjoy the first Mirror's Edge, I don't want to just buy out the second one just to give it a review if I don't like it, whether I like it or not. I've heard some mixed news about that, so we try to get you what we can when we can. Of course, money and lack thereof. Anyway, thank you very much. We will try to get more DLC and games to you. This has been Test Subject 1337 for Aperture Gaming. Saying thank you for watching, have a nice day, and this has been the DLC Zone.